Everyone to Marketing Tips Tuesday with PracticeFuel, the 9-step system that will show you everything you need to know to use the internet to grow your practice. My name is Brian Devine, and today we're going to be talking about how to have your dental or orthodontic practice chosen instead of the competition. And if you're like everyone that I talk to, you are probably experiencing more and more competition than ever before. Now that things are kind of getting back to normal, more and more offers are being put out there. So there's just a whole lot of noise. So the question becomes, how do you stand out above all that noise? How do you get people to choose you instead of everyone else in your area? Well, this is something that I like to call the Omnipresence Program. And this is something that you can do, obviously with help, it's easier, but I'm going to show you just the very basics so that you can take advantage of this right now. And the reason that I want to talk about this is because it does work. It does put you sort of head and shoulders above everyone else in your market. And it's about being found everywhere all the time. So to give you a little context, let's go ahead and put up the 9 steps. So you can see on the the second level called Fuel, there's the Omnipresence System. And so obviously you've got to have all the other things in place. So your solid website, your reputation, social media, patient reactivation, hopefully you've got that in place. You're getting new patients on demand. Now let's pour on some little more gas with what we call the Omnipresence System. What is this? Well, it's a way for you to do like one piece of content and push that content out to 20 or 30 different places and breaking it up into multiple pieces. It's a really great way to stand shoulders above everyone else that's out there. And what I always like to tell people is, and this is what I'm doing right now, right? It is, I'm showing you that I can help you by actually helping you. Because if you're watching this video and you take a couple of notes, then you can go and do this work for yourself. You can actually go and create content around what we call your frequently asked questions. You've probably got this on your website already. And if you have anywhere from 5 to 10 of those, create content around it. So I like video because I find it's the most easy and convenient for me to do. But if you prefer to write or just have somebody write it, then write it out. Or if you're the kind of person that speaks but doesn't want to be in front of camera, speak it, right? So just answer those questions, record that, send it off to be transcribed. And now you've got hopefully at least five pieces of content that are now going to go onto your website, that are going to go onto all of your social media, and have it rotate, right? If just because it went once doesn't mean that you can't push it out over and over again, because the average person either A, isn't ever going to see it, right? If you didn't run an ad for it, nobody's going to really see it unless they specifically come looking for it. And most people won't remember that you put it out 90 days ago. So if you kind of spread things out 90 days or 120 days, then you can recycle everything because no one's going to even remember that it went out. So you can keep on using this content over and over again, and it continues to have high value. Now, I also recommend that you do step 2, which is the should be asking questions. So what I'm talking about here are the questions that if people would ask, they would have more information than the questions they already ask. And what it does is it sets you apart. You have an opportunity to say, you should be asking people this question, and you know that your answer is the right answer, and you give them the right answer. And hopefully you have seeded the market so that everyone else is going to give them the wrong answer. And that means that they're going to want to see you. Now, why did I mention show them you can help by actually helping? Well, what most people are doing is they're doing research online. They're trying to figure out what's the place to go, what's a good match for me. And if you are seen on video, on audio, on your social media, being quoted, all of these different avenues, if you're the one that is being seen that way, then you're the one who is helping them by asking the questions that they are trying to find answers to. And believe it or not, Google loves when you do this. So if you put this all over your website, so even you probably have a frequently asked question, but really break it up. Like make pages about it. Really make that big part of your content, because Google loves to serve up specific answers to specific questions. And if you really thought this through, then you can not only be doing really well with search engine optimization, but you're going to be found fast and easy by people who are looking for information that you're providing. So you are showing them that you can help by helping, and you are being seen everywhere. So you become the expert in the market, and you're now the obvious choice. And that is what the Omnipresence Program is all about. So if you want to do this, then there is a tool that I highly recommend that you take advantage of. It's the one that we use in our marketing systems, and it's called Repurpose Dot Io. It's fantastic, and it's not that expensive. But what it will help you do is take one piece of content and push it out to all of your other sources so that you don't have to do it. And if you are going to have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all of that is going to be connected. And now, believe it or not, they'll connect to TikTok and it's YouTube Reels. I think that's, or Shorts. I think it's called Shorts. Right? So that means that one piece of content is now being put out to all of your social media. And if you break it up so that you're answering, one question at a time, so you have your 5 frequently asked questions, your 5 should be asking questions, you now have 10 pieces of content in just one format. Then you have it transcribed, so now that's another format. Then you turn it into memes, so that's another format. You quote yourself, that's another format. So I think you see where I'm going with this. But by doing that on a regular basis, and so if you just take the time to do the 10 questions, you're pretty much done, right? You don't have to keep doing it over and over again, unless you want to, if you start to realize that it's actually pretty fun and it's a great opportunity to sort of look at people virtually and have them get to know you a little bit. Then I do recommend that you get used to doing it over and over again. But it is an amazing way to be the obvious choice in your market, to be the one who is chosen above everyone else, because you are the obvious expert. All right, that's what I have for you today. Hope you found some value in it. I look forward to seeing you next time on Marketing Tips Tuesday with PracticeFuel. That's it for me. Bye for now.